there that this one. It was from there that they sold tickets for the fateful journey of the Titanic in 1912. We're now in the Mall. The Mall derives its name from a form of croquet that was played here in the 1700s called Polly and Mally, which usually translates as bat and ball. On the right, in the middle, is the memorial to the Crimean War of 1854. 1856. Florence Nightingale was a nurse during the Crimean War. She revolutionized nursing and set up the Royal College of Nursing. Her museum is at St. Thomas's Hospital, which is by the Houses of Parliament. This is Florence Nightingale here. Here's a Christmas tree just here. We are now coming up to Piccadilly Circus, which opened in 1819. Piccadilly derives its name from the collars worn by people like William Shakespeare. They were called Piccadilly. That's where Piccadilly gets its name from. And the circus is a Latin for roundabout, hence the name Piccadilly Circus. Look on your left now, just here you'll see Fortnum and Mason. Look up at the clock. Mr. Fortnum and Mr. Mason come out of them clock towers on the hour, every hour, and face each other and greet each other. So if you come in on the hour, every hour, you'll see them. Now, this next street on the left is St. James's Street. At the bottom of St. James's Street, you'll see a clock tower. That's St. James's Palace. Built during the reign of Henry VIII between 1532 and 1536. This is where junior members of the royal family stay when they're in London. When we look past here now, St. James's Street at the bottom, you'll see it. This is where Charles II was born, James II, Mary II, and Queen Anne. They were all born at St. James's Palace. This is the main royal palace, by the way, not Buckingham Palace. Street, and you'll see a clock in the middle of the road at the bottom. That's St. James's Palace. Coming up on your left, now you see the Ritz Hotel. It's a five-star hotel, which was opened by Caesar Ritz in 1906. Caesar Ritz, where they've got furnishing for the Royal Palace in Moscow. Individual customers there lose as much as £1 million per night. On the left here now is Green Park. There are 146 parks in London and 8 royal parks. This is one of them at 46 acres. Charles II was walking through Green Park with Catherine of Braganza when she invited him to pick flowers and give them to the first beautiful lady. He proceeded to pick these flowers and give them to the first servant girl he met. Needless to say, Catherine of Braganza was outraged by this and had all the flower beds in Green Park removed. That is why there are no flower beds in Green Park to this day. On the left here, look, there's a formerly main entrance for Buckingham Palace. And if you look left, you'll see the Victoria Memorial, which is in front of Buckingham Palace. Coming up on your right hand side shortly, you'll see the Hard Rock Path, which opened in 1971. Here it is here. This is the Hard Rock Path shop here on your right, and then there's a Hard Rock up there, a shop. We are now coming into Hyde Park Corner. This is London's busiest traffic interchange. It is said that 100,000 vehicles traverse this roundabout every day, according to an article in the Times newspaper. Coming up on your right shortly, you'll see Admiralty Arch, or Constitution Arch, which was placed here to commemorate the Duke of Wellington's victory at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. There it is in front of you. To the morning, you'll see the mounted guards of the Household Division going from the natural home of the Duke of Wellington. At the bottom, you'll see 4 soldiers, one on each corner, representing the 4 nations of Great Britain and Ireland who fought at the Battle of Waterloo. Here it is on your right, just here. Just there, can you see it? You'll see the soldiers standing at the bottom, representing England, Wales, Scotland and Ireland. Because we were then known as the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. When the South got independence in 1921-22, it became what is now known the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Here on the left is Apsley House, the one I was talking about earlier. Now we are in Park Lane, by the way. There are 2 speed limits here in Park Lane. On the right, going to the south, it's 30 mile an hour. Here this way, going north, it's 40 mile an hour. The reason for that was this side was originally on the outskirts of London. Here. Brunei, and it opened here in 1931. The 5-star hotel, appreciate. Now if you look, here it is here on your right, look at the front, see the revolving doors? You see the revolving doors? Elizabeth Taylor stayed in this hotel many times, so the revolving doors are for one husband out and one husband in. Sylvester Stallone had his stag night, wedding reception on the roof of this hotel when he married Jennifer Flavey. This Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens is London's largest park. Henry VIII commandeered this in 1536 to hunt deer, wild boar and bears, because this would have been outside London at the time. It then became a public park in 1561. Coming up on your left hand side shortly, you'll see Speaker's Corner. It was opened here in 1871. Many famous people spoke there, including George Orwell. George Orwell famously Here it is on your right, Marble Arch.
Look at that, Marble Arch.
Speaker's Corner on your left. Now, one of the famous people, notorious people to be hanged here was Jack Shepherd, a notorious womanizer and burglar who escaped prison 7 times. So he was considered to be something of a celebrity at the time, or even a magician. He was executed here in 1724, and he's buried at St. Martin's in the Fields Church in Trafalgar Square. This is Marble Arch on the right of the west. We're now coming into Oxford Street. It's 1.5 miles long. We have as many as 300 shops here, and over 500,000 people visit Oxford Street every day. The population of London itself is only... As you go into the City of London, you'll see a dragon in the middle of the road facing you, telling you you're going into the City of London. As you're going out of the City of London, that represents the Knights St. John or the Knights Templar. And the coat of arms also has this, like that coat of arms. Now, the Queen, when she visited the City of London, she could not visit unless Lord Mayor of the City of London, they always refer to the City of London. The Vatican is the religious centre in Rome. The District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. is the political centre. They've got their own law, they've got all the same things, their own flags, their own coat of arms and everything else, exactly like the City of London. This is Oxford Circus, by the way, Oxford Circus. When we turn right into Regent Street, Regent Street gets its name from the Prince Regent. He was the 4th son of George III, who suffers from... Yeah, last year this was thronging with people. It's not nowhere near as busy this year. Regent Street. Coming up on the left shortly, we'll see Hamley's. This is the largest toy store in the world. It has 7 floors and over 50,000 toys on sale there. Just here.
Anda mun Hamley. Lord na ito milliya to also.
Go there and get some pants.
you'll see the Criterion Theatre, which opened in 1857. And it was the world's first underground theatre.
Quincy, is that where you buy your barber jacket?
No, I got mine.
Circles. Just on the left, on the right there is Lily White's. In the middle there on the right is the Criterion Theatre.
Only been in the borough. Yeah.
St. James's towards German Street.
Incessantly to stop child labour. At that time, children were going down tin mines, coal mines, slate quarries at 6-year-old. They never went to. That was at the height of the British Empire.
Walk northeast on Piccadilly towards Regent Street, St. James's.
This is the largest bookstore in the United Kingdom. Coming up on the
Walk northeast on Piccadilly towards Eagle Place.
Which was designed by Sir Christopher Wren. Here he's on the left. He just here. He designed 51 churches in the city of London. Here, he's here now on the left. And 2 outside the
Walk northeast on Piccadilly towards Church Place.
St. Clement Danes Church. He also designed the monument to the Great Fire of London and St. Paul's Cathedral in the city of London. Coming up on your left, what? It's a Richmond musical. Directly in front of you is Leicester Square. Market. Hay Market derives its name from when they sold hay in the street for the horses here. The last time they sold hay here was in 1830. Coming up on your left here now is the Theatre Royal Haymarket, designed by John Nash in 1857. Theatres on the left now, only for the horses. On your right is Her Majesty's Theatre here. This is the only one that changes its name whenever a king or queen ascends the throne. It's still called Her Majesty's Theatre for a simple reason: we haven't had the coronation yet. So Prince Charles is not officially the king yet. Just to the left now is the National Gallery, established in 1827, opened here in 1838. That's the parish church of Buckingham Palace, and if you look above the columns, you'll see the coat of arms of Buckingham Palace. See this statue here, this is we don't know what to put on the pins there, so we allow them to display art. Back in Trafalgar Square, you see Nelson's column on the left here. You see the lions at the bottom. They commemorate his 4 victories, just here on the left there, yeah? The Battle of the Nile, the Battle of Trafalgar, the Battle of Copenhagen, the Battle of the Nile, the Battle of Cape Vincent, the Battle of Copenhagen, and the Battle of Trafalgar, just there on your left. Those lions, by the way, are made of melted down cannon used in the Battle of Trafalgar. Here's Nelson's column here. Now we're going into Whitehall. Parliament Street and Whitehall is the home of the civil service here in the United Kingdom. Down there to your right, at the bottom of there is the mall, is Buckingham Palace. And you see the Royal Mile there, which is in red. Just here, this is where Admiral here. On your right, this is where Admiral Horatio Nelson lay in state before his state funeral at St. Paul's Cathedral in 1806.
Hey, you gotta stay. Look, shit.
There are 10 floors above ground and 3 floors below ground. Just down there on the right, just there with the black gates are. Down there at the bottom of there is 10 Downing Street, the home of the Prime Minister. Or residence of the Prime Minister. There's a cenotaph here in the middle of the road. The cenotaph is Latin for empty tomb. It was placed here to commemorate the armistice of the First World War, when the guns fell silent at the 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th month. You have a memorial service here every year, where they have a minute silence at the 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th month every year. Directly in front of you is St. Margaret's of Westminster. Here it is here now on the left. There's on the left is Big Ben. This was the Parliament of England until 1707, when Scotland joined the Union. Then it became the Parliament of Great Britain. In 1801, when Ireland joined the Union, it became known as the Parliament of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. When the Ireland, a white flag with a red diagonal across. It's a merger of them 3 flags commemorating the Act of Union. Wales is not on the Union flag because they did not participate in the Act of Union. Coming up on the left, you'll see Westminster Abbey. He's on the left. Since AD 906. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson were married here in 1987. The Queen Mother and Lady Diane Spencer, the Princess of Wales. Their funeral service was held here in 1997. Prince William and Kate Middleton were married here in 2011. Now back in Parliament Street, which leads to Whitehall. Okay, this is our stop on Northumberland Avenue. We can now disembark.